A couple of weeks ago, I had a call from a real estate agent. She was frantic and distressed. She was personally buying a new home, and she'd been working with a lender, and this lender turned her down right before they were supposed to close on this loan. And she called, "Miles, what can we do? Is there any way to save this?" And we had to step in and rescue the loan. My name's Miles Pitcher. I'm the owner of Superior Lending. I've been in the business for 21 years now. We are a broker, and we love helping our clients solve problems, be creative in solving things. It is unfortunate when it happens, but we see it happen quite frequently where a client chooses a bank, a credit union, a big box lender, an online lender for their loan. And they're promised the world by these other companies. And I never wish anyone bad, but unfortunately, sometimes the ball gets dropped. And these loans come to us, and we're put in a spot where we have to try to step in and help solve them. If you've been turned down by your lender, it's last minute, let me make a few recommendations on what you can do. First, number one, please remember that every lender is not the same. Because they told you no doesn't mean that somebody else can't get it done. So you need to talk to someone and get things checked and double checked to see if they just gave you bad info to start with, or if there's some way to solve it. And knowing and having some creativity on how to solve your problem is a big deal. The other thing is, I highly recommend working with a loan broker. And a broker is important because they're able to take your loan out and find the lender that fits your situation. And this is great because many times a bank and credit union have their very tight box that they work with. But if you fall outside that box, they just tell you no. Whereas as a broker, we're able to go out and find niche products and situations where lenders are happy to take your loan based on your situation. Now, I can't guarantee that going to a broker is going to get your problem solved, but don't worry. Don't just pull the plug on the deal. Talk to someone who's experienced, who's local, and who's a broker, and they can help you go through and see if there's a better way. Many times when I have people come to me looking for that second opinion or that rescue loan, we're even able to get them better interest rates, lower fees, and still close the loan fast. Right now, loans are moving really fast, and so it's really good. And sometimes we have to ask the seller for a little extra time to be able to save the deal. But if you've been turned down, please talk to a broker and see if they can help you out. Let's take a look at the market and see what's happening with interest rates. We've had a lot happening with our rates this week. Last week, we were kind of in a tight channel, moving sideways on rates, and we broke out to the worst or to the higher rates on that this week. Couple of things that have happened. We have new home sales numbers, and they were down. I saw on the news the other day, they were saying that we have switched from a seller's market to a buyer's market. That is not true. Our inventory is still so low that we only are about 3 months of supply. The middle healthy market between a buyer's seller's market is 6 months of inventory. So we are still very shy of that. Our housing prices still remain strong, and we believe that, and we've seen numbers showing that we are going to continue appreciating in prices. That may taper off to where we're not double digits in the future. Big news will be this Friday. Jerome Powell, the chairman of the Federal Reserve, he is speaking in Jackson Hole at a conference. So there's going to be a lot of info coming out, and we're watching to see their direction, their sentiment towards inflation, raising the Fed funds rate, the selling off of mortgage-backed securities that the Federal Reserve is holding. That is a negative towards mortgage rates, by the way. So inflation remains strong, and that is the enemy of our mortgage rates. So looking at our chart here, you can see that we've been trending down, and that is not down in rates. This is an inverse chart. So as that chart moves down, rates are moving up. You can see how we've broken through some lines of resistance, and now we have some room to keep moving down to the next floor or resistance. So there's room for rates to get worse here. We are locking in our clients, getting them set whenever we can to get them quoted and locked in. My name's Miles Pitcher. I'm the owner of Superior Lending, and I'm happy to help you with any questions, mortgage scenarios that you may have. Have a great week.